Hello everyone, I'm Yvonne. I want to welcome you once again to my kitchen. If you're joining me for the first time, I want to say a warm welcome to you. I hope you do consider staying. Well, on the menu today is Palava Sauce. This is a very popular sauce in Ghana. It's made of pumpkin seed and a kind of leaf. Any type of leaf really would work, any kind of green leaf. So let's get right into it. Let me introduce you to the ingredients. So this is the start of the ingredients. This is pumpkin seeds, okay? In Ghana, we call it Agushie in Ghana. So here we have that. We have crushed tomatoes, which are fresh tomatoes, which I've just roughly cut. I'm going to blend it roughly. And this is crushed tomatoes that I froze, okay? I always freeze them in these bag sizes. And this is it's beginning to thaw. I'm going to use it. I have canned tomatoes. I have palm oil. I'm going to use palm oil. You can use olive oil or any oil you like, okay? And I'm going to use mushroom. These are baby bella mushrooms. And I have smoked turkey. This is fresh turkey. It looked just like this. Fresh turkey drums. I seasoned it and smoked it myself last night. It's super, super tasty. And I have cow foot here, also seasoned and pre-cooked. So it's come to the right tenderness because this takes forever to cook. I have smoked mackerel here. I've broken it up in pieces and deboned it. I have a can of mackerel. We just wanted more mackerel in here. And over here, I've got shrimp. Okay, I'm going to blend these. Now, these I'll show you. This was my mom's trick that she used to do. When she takes the shell off the shrimp, we were seafood lovers. We take the shell off and then we cook with whatever it is we want to do, stir fry or salads or whatever. Now, she never threw these away, the shells. We always freeze them. So I have them in bags. So these are sandwich bags and I freeze them. Okay, and then whenever I want to make a dish, I blend them. I add it to my whatever I'm going to blend, my spices. So there's no shell in it, but there's a ton of flavor. And when I make my shrimp powder, I make my own prosciutto and stuff. If I have extra, I throw it and add it to the shrimp and toast. So this shell here is going to be part of my seasoning, okay? And then we have onions. I have 2 jumbo. These are from Sam's Club. I got 2 of these here. Then I have 1 large white onion. I have habanero peppers and I have garlic, ginger, and some extra peppers. Okay, I'm just going to drop them in so my kids can eat. Now this one is momone, which is like cured salted fish from Ghana. It really does make a difference. It adds this umami flavor to your dish. Now if you don't have this, by all means you can make it. A good substitute is to use anchovies and capers. So it's not exactly the same flavor, but it gives you a semblance of that. Okay, I mean, it's the next best thing. Okay, we have our salt, our accent, our shrimp tablet. Then I have anise seed. I'm going to add a little bit. The meat is heavily seasoned already, so we don't need to do anything extra. In Accra, my mom used to use kotomire, which is taro leaf or cocoyam leaves, okay? In Tamale, my stepmother used alefu, okay? We use alefu to make that. So either one, it works perfectly. Here, sometimes I use spinach. I've also used kale. I found this was on sale and it says power greens. And it's a blend, it's a versatile mix of tender baby, spinach, mezona, and chard and kale. So these are indeed power greens. I'm going to use these, okay? Any green leaf would do. Any hardy green leaf would do. And what I did here with the pumpkin seed, I've washed it already. I should have shown you how I washed it. But all I did was just add water, give it a zhuzh. The bad ones will float to the top. And then you can pour it out. Wash it about 3 or 4 times. All the bad ones will float to the top. And then you just scoop it out. Some people do it dry. I like to do it wet because I wash mine thoroughly, okay? I'm going to start blending now. I always do the agushie first, okay? Alright, so here's the agushie we are going to blend. I'm going to use the liquid from the mackerel for extra flavor. Do not discard this. I'm not going to use any water. This is going to be it. Normally 1 cup should be enough for this quantity of green leaves, but I love a lot of agushie, so I'm using 2 cups. I squeeze the excess water from the tomatoes and I add it to it, and that's going to be all the liquid I'm going to need for blending, in fact for cooking. While I blend this, I'm going to prep my plantain so everything cooks at the same time. This is how I do it. Quick and easy. Wash these thoroughly, cut the ends off, both ends, slice into 2. If they are thick, I split them into 2 again so they cook evenly. I simply add salt and water and cook. That's it. No need to peel the skin at all. It just takes too long. This will cook very quickly. The peels will fall right off. When they are done, you'll see. This is stress-free. Try it. My agushie is ready. It's nice, smooth, and flavorful from the mackerel juice. Now you can add a bit of salt if you want and let it sit for a moment. to kettle up some more. Here I add tomatoes, garlic, onion, shrimp shells to blend. My blender is a commercial one, so it will blend the shells into a super smooth consistency. You like this video so far? If you do, why don't you give me a like, huh? Pause this video and smash the like button right now. In my pot on low heat, I add my palm oil and my momone cured salted fish and onions. I'm going to show you how to prep the mushrooms. Simply moisten paper towel and clean it individually. Do not soak in water. It will change the texture when it absorbs the water. Okay, you don't like that. It's not good. Just wipe it down. That black stuff you see is not dead. Okay, it's all part of the mushroom thingy. I learned this from Rachel Ray like 20 years ago, and I've been doing it ever since. Trust me, it works. You can quarter it like so, but today I'm slicing it. Because mushroom is bland and kind of spongy, I will add it to the sauce early to absorb the flavors, okay, from my stinky fish and my onions. I've just introduced my blended mix of garlic, all the blended stuff, and I add my crushed tomatoes and the paste. Cover and let it simmer for about 10 minutes on medium heat. While this is cooking, I'll go ahead and prep my leaves. This is pre-washed and destemmed, so you don't need to wash again. I actually do prefer buying these pre-washed. As you can see, it isn't fully destemmed, so take off the excess stems if they irritate you. You can also leave them on if you want. Sometimes I just go ahead and add them to my spices, my seasonings and tomatoes and all that and blend and add it to my sauce, so there's no waste. I actually do prefer buying these pre-washed leaves, especially for salads. If yours is not pre-washed, by all means wash them in cold salt water and spin dry in your salad spinner or pat dry with paper towel or clean kitchen napkin. I rough chop it, and then here I add my seasonings, bouillon powder and accent and everything I'm using. I add my meat and smoked mackerel. They're a little dry. We need to rehydrate them and allow them to absorb all the flavors from the sauce. Cover and let it cook about 10 minutes, stirring in between to prevent burning. 10 minutes later, I add my Agushie gently, being careful not to mix this at all. Just create wells like so and bury them and cover it and let it curdle. Extra seasoning with by way of Maggi tablet and my green leaves, my power leaves. Looks like a lot, but it'll wilt down. You know how these leaves go. I add extra onions for finishing and voila. Five minutes later or so, here we are done. The plantain ready at the same time as the Palava sauce, so we can eat right away. See, the peels fall right off. How easy is that? Well, let's taste our food. Okay, this is just delicious. Absolutely. That's my daughter tasting with me. This is so delicious. Oh my goodness. Flavors are intense. Everything is intensive. Please do give my recipe a try. I know you would love it. I used a lot of Agushie because that's the way I like it. If I want a lot of leaves, I just make a plain, simple spinach stew. But when I say Palava sauce, I want to eat a lot of Agushie. This is divine. I hope you like my recipe. I hope you subscribe. Consider sharing. Hit the notification bell now and share all the videos. Hope to see you again next time with another delicious recipe. Until then, stay blessed and happy cooking.